We are talking about hard-boiled detective fiction today with Dashiell Hammett's The Glass Key, which I came across in my fandom of Disco Elysium, a video game that is one of my favorite pieces of art and is also basically a novel itself. Inside that video game, there is a series of novels about a hard-boiled detective. And I read online from the creator, I believe, that the inspiration for that, one of them at least, was Dashiell Hammett's The Glass Key. So that is why I came across this novel, because of my love and enthusiasm for the video game Disco Elysium. I was not disappointed. It certainly reads like a hard-boiled detective fiction story from the 1930s, although it feels, it, I wouldn't say modern, but it feels a little bit more modern than that at the same time. The way that the characters act, the ideas moving around, the politics, the betrayals, the mistrusts, the letters flying everywhere, the setups, everything. The final reveal, which I will possibly spoil later, if I decide to. Everything about it felt a little bit fresher, newer than it was quite renewing and refreshing for me to read this novel. Very exciting, hard-boiled detective character, Ned Beaumont, who's a bit of a gambling man, if I do say so myself. He is a bad boy in some senses. He's got a lot of bad habits, smoking cigars, drinking, gambling at least. Um, and he seems to be a well-trusted confidant of a major player in the underground world of mid-sized city USA, with not a lot of demarcations for which city this might be. But it is interesting that he works for, as a kind of advisor, Paul Madvig, who is trying to support a senator in an upcoming race and is in love with the senator's daughter, but there's been a murder. Uh, the son of the senator is dead. There's another murder later too. Um, Big chaos going on with this. Ned Beaumont, he has to figure out what's going on, and also Paul Madvig wants him to disrupt the district attorney's investigation. All sorts of trouble happens. Ned Beaumont, because of his gambling debts, he runs into trouble with a bookie, gets beat up. He gets beat up later by Paul, when another rival underworld key figure, boss, whose first name I'm forgetting, but Aurori, wants to get involved with Ned and have him betray Paul. He gets beat up again after they have Paul and Ned have it out and don't want anything to do with each other. Their eradication of their trust is really interesting throughout the novel, because there's a little give and take here and there. There's a lot of like tension between them. Um, they really play off really well against each other. It seems like they'll do anything for each other, but they've got things, and they can't, and they have needs, and anyway, Ned Beaumont has to figure out what is going on with these murders. Interestingly, the daughter of the senator hates Paul's guts and also believes he's responsible. And there's a lot of evidence that leads that way. And in certain ways, Paul loses a lot of face in the community because of his inaction for sending out sending out help to, different situations. This leads to more falling out. And things seem to be devolving in some pretty terrible ways for everybody involved. There's just a lot of madness going on. It is an incredibly fun, thrilling ride. And then, you get to the ending and the pieces are coming together. There's a big deal made out of a hat, let's say. I don't want to spoil the ending because if you haven't read it, I want you to experience it yourself. But the big reveal is, for me, I was like, and the aftermath of said reveal, yeah, leads to some really interesting, intriguing situations and then sort of commentaries about politics and American life, city life. And I really loved it. I thought it was great. I look forward to trying some other Dashiell Hammett novels. Seems like he had a very small amount of output. Um, so I'd be curious to know where to next. I guess The Maltese Falcon. I've read that Ned Beaumont is unlike any other hero, if we can call him that. He's quite a charming guy in all his vices and failures. There is something unique to him that makes you. I don't know if I rooted for him, but I was eager to watch him. Anyway, curious to know, what is your favorite Dashiell Hammett novel? What is your favorite hard-boiled detective fiction story? And thank you for watching. Goodbye.